Energy efficient home design trends. Let's talk about something that's been a hot topic for a while now. Energy efficient home design. Whether you're building your dream home or renovating your current one, making it energy efficient not only helps the planet, but it'll save you a ton of cash in the long run. Today I'm going to walk you through some of the top trends in energy efficient home design and why you need to be thinking about them. Let's dive in. Hi. My name is Charlie. I'm with Armada Design and Build in Bellevue, Washington. We're a full-service design, build, remodeling, renovation, and new build company. We help you from the start to the finish. Give us a call. Energy efficiency is a hot topic from a governmental level all the way down to individuals. And here in the Seattle area, Washington, the Pacific Northwest, specifically when one is applying for a permit, you have to complete a form that's referred to as the energy credits. You have to meet a certain level of energy efficiency depending on the nature of your project. What type of windows you choose, the heating and cooling system. There are some requirements that you have to hit to be able to get a permit. So it's important to work with someone who really understands this energy code and how it can impact not only the long-term usability and efficiency of your home after the project, but also the cost of building the project. Solar power. All right, this is a big one. First off, solar panels. Solar's been around for a while, but it's only getting better and more popular. The technology is improving and the costs are dropping. In Seattle, we get plenty of sunshine, surprisingly, even enough to power your home, run the lights, your heating system, or charge your car. If you produce more power than you use, you can even sell it back to the grid. How's that for a win-win? Another important energy efficient component to a home are windows. Trust me, you don't want to skimp here. Poorly insulated windows are one of the main culprits for heat loss in a home. Energy efficient windows are designed to keep your heat in during the winter and the heat out during the summer, meaning lower heating and cooling bills. If you haven't thought about replacing your windows in a while, now is the time to upgrade. HVAC systems. The number one expense for energy use in your home is heating and cooling it. Everyone's got one. You're probably familiar with air conditioners and heating units, but did you know that modern high efficiency systems can reduce your energy consumption by as much as 50%? That's a huge number. You're not only making your home more comfortable, but you're also cutting down on your utility cost and energy consumption. These systems are designed to be smarter by adjusting the temperature based on your habits when you're home and when you're not, and the temperature outside. So there's a lot of integrated components that really work to create the overall energy efficiency of your home. You've got the heating and cooling system that generates the heat or cools the home, but then you've also got the envelope itself, the house itself, and how efficient is it at retaining the heat that's been made or the cooling that's been done to keep the heat out. So those two things work together in terms of your physical plant and the house itself. So the more efficient the house is and the longer it holds on to the heat that you've created, then the less your furnace or your HVAC system has to work, therefore using less energy. Two main things when it comes to home energy efficiency. There is the envelope or the home itself, right? We talked about that, how efficient it is. The things that go into it are how tightly it's built, how much air intrusion you prevent, and then insulation, how well it's insulated and how well it retains the heat. Everyone's familiar with these really expensive, very efficient coolers these days, where you can put ice in them and it'll last a week, right? And your house is like that. If you put a little bit of heat in it and it's a very well insulated and efficient system, then you don't have to continue to put more heat in it because the heat that's been created isn't bleeding out, right? Types of insulation are spray foam insulation, cellulose, and other advanced materials are real game changers, not only in how efficient and how tight they are in terms of keeping heat exchange down, but also for air infiltration, moisture. All of these things are important and components to maintaining the energy that you've spent money on to heat or cool your home. Your attics, your walls, your floors are all critical areas to keep in mind when you're thinking about the heating and cooling and the efficiency of the insulation in your home. How can technology help? right? This is an important one because we're using technology to make better windows. We're using technology to make better and more efficient insulation. But what other things can you use technology for at your house to make the home more efficient? Things like Nest thermostats or Ecobee, where your thermostat learns your trends and knows when you're home so that it can cool and heat your home more to a temperature that's to your liking while you're there. But when you're away, it doesn't need to be as cool or as warm, allowing you to use a little bit less energy during the day or in the evening, and then ultimately lowering your heating bills and contributing to a greener planet by you not using as much energy to keep your home cool. These high-tech gadgets, simple things like a thermostat, they're very simple to install, and over time you really can save some money on your heating and cooling bill. So we've talked a bit about the HVAC system. We've talked about the envelope in terms of your house and how efficient it is and how much it retains the heat and the cooling. But the second biggest expense that you have in your home is hot water. Heating the water in your house. Everybody likes a hot shower. Everybody wants to wash their clothes in hot water and clean their dishes and run their dishwasher and all of those kind of things. So heating water is the #2 use of energy in your home. And water heaters have come a long, long way in terms of their efficiency to reduce the amount of energy that you're using to keep the water or heat the water to the point that you want to have it. So tankless water heaters, much more efficient water heaters. There's a lot to learn and talk about when it comes to heating water to leading your home to be more efficient and a little bit friendlier to the planet. So don't forget water heaters. It's a really, really important part of an overall home efficiency plan. Green building materials. Let's not forget about using sustainable and energy efficient building materials. And it's not just about efficiency at the home. Once it's there, it's also a lot to do with how that material or those products are made. The wood is reclaimed. You're using low VOC paints and materials that make a huge difference in the energy that was used to create the materials that then have to be transported to your home and installed. And once they're there, you want them to be very efficient so that you're lowering your energy bill while you're living in the home. But it's really important to remember the energy and the resources required to make those materials. So that's when it gets into the green side of the world, where you're using lower impact materials in the home itself. So there you have it, a few things to help you navigate a little bit about the energy efficiency of your home if you're doing a significant project. Certainly here in Seattle, in the Bellevue area, we have to be very energy efficient in how we design homes and the components that we put in them as part of the permit process. I'm sure in your area the same is true. So learn more about that, talk to a professional, call us here at Armada. Drop a comment down below and we'll get back to you. Saving money is important, but doing your part for the environment, both in the materials that you use and long-term effect by using less energy is really, really important. If you're looking to incorporate any of these trends into your next project, be sure to partner with builders that specialize in energy efficient designs and certainly understand it the way they should. So, thank you very much for watching. If you have any comments or questions, drop them down below. We'll take a look, we'll get back to you. If you have something that you'd like to address that we didn't, also put it down there, and maybe we'll put that on the next video.